Canada has what the world needs.
Canada and Mexico are actively pursuing a groundbreaking trade initiative, provisionally dubbed the Northern Corridor, which aims to establish a direct economic link between the two nations, strategically circumventing the United States. Welcome viewers to my channel. If you're new here, please subscribe, like my video, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. This ambitious undertaking is designed to significantly reduce transshipment tariffs and taxes currently levied on goods passing through the U.S., thereby fostering a more robust, streamlined, and independent trade relationship between Canada and Mexico. The scale of this project underscores a profound shift in North American economic strategy, signaling a deliberate move towards greater self-reliance and bilateral cooperation. The impetus behind the Northern Corridor's development. The genesis of this extensive collaborative effort lies squarely in the escalation of protectionist tariffs imposed by the United States on a wide array of Canadian and Mexican goods, beginning in early 2025. These unilateral trade measures have created considerable economic uncertainty and increased costs for businesses operating within North America. In response, both Canada and Mexico have recognized the imperative to seek alternative avenues for their trade, minimizing their existing reliance on U.S. infrastructure, customs, and regulatory frameworks. By establishing an independent and direct trade route, these nations aim to insulate their respective economies from future geopolitical trade disputes and ensure the unimpeded flow of essential goods and components. This initiative is particularly crucial for strategically vital industries, such as steel and automotive parts, which have historically been deeply integrated across the continent, but have also been disproportionately impacted by recent U.S. tariffs. The Northern Corridor is envisioned not merely as a temporary workaround, but as a foundational, long-term solution to ensure the continuity and stability of trade flows, free from potential U.S. border interference or policy shifts. It represents a strategic reevaluation of continental supply chains, projected scope, operational modalities, and technological integration. The Northern Corridor represents a truly colossal investment, with an estimated value soaring to $120 billion. This comprehensive and multifaceted project is expected to integrate a diverse and highly efficient range of transportation modalities to facilitate optimal cargo movement. This will include the development and expansion of robust rail networks spanning vast distances across both countries, ensuring rapid land-based transit for goods. Concurrently, enhanced maritime links will be established and optimized to seamlessly connect their respective coastlines, providing efficient sea routes for larger volumes of cargo. Beyond traditional physical transportation infrastructure, the initiative will also incorporate cutting-edge digital technologies to revolutionize and optimize trade processes. Notably, the pervasive use of blockchain technology for customs management is anticipated to be a cornerstone of the corridor's efficiency. This will promise unprecedented levels of transparency, enhanced security, and significantly greater efficiency in cross-border transactions by creating an immutable ledger of goods and their movements. This profound technological integration aims to create a highly streamlined, modern, and resilient trade corridor, drastically reducing administrative burdens, minimizing delays, and accelerating the overall movement of goods. Potential far-reaching ramifications for the United States. While the primary objective of the Northern Corridor is unequivocally to bolster Canadian and Mexican trade and economic sovereignty, its successful implementation could have considerable and far-reaching economic repercussions for the United States. Analysts and economic models suggest that the U.S. stands to lose significant revenue streams and experience a notable decline in economic activity. Projections indicate a potential loss of approximately $69 billion in taxes that would otherwise be collected on goods transiting through U.S. territory, representing a substantial blow to federal and state revenues. Furthermore, the U.S. could experience a $17 billion reduction in indirect economic benefits, which typically accrue from the vast network of logistical, warehousing, and service industries that support transshipment and cross-border trade. Perhaps most significantly, there could be a staggering $39 billion hit to employment, as thousands of jobs related to customs processing, port operations, logistics, and transportation within the U.S. diminish or are rerouted. Over an aggregated 5-year period, the cumulative economic impact on the U.S. could be as high as an astonishing $245 billion, representing a substantial economic contraction. The U.S. Midwest economy, with its strong historical ties to manufacturing, automotive production, and a dense transportation network, is particularly vulnerable to these shifts, facing a potential 2.8% decline in its regional GDP as a direct consequence of this strategic trade rerouting. A vision for enduring trade, enhanced connectivity, and regional integration. The scope of the Northern Corridor extends far beyond simply bypassing current U.S. tariffs. It embodies a visionary and long-term ambition for a truly integrated, resilient, and future-proof North American trade network. The overarching concept includes the development of a border-free, clean energy corridor designed not only for the exceptionally efficient movement of physical containers, but also for the seamless and rapid flow of digital data. This forward-looking and environmentally conscious approach aims to establish a highly attractive and competitive trade route that could potentially draw non-North American trade as well, positioning Canada and Mexico as increasingly pivotal hubs in global supply chains, offering a robust alternative to existing routes. The inherent efficiencies, reduced transit times, and anticipated cost-effectiveness promised by the Northern Corridor strongly suggest that its benefits will endure, even if the U.S. were to revert to more rules-based and cooperative trade practices in the distant future. The profound economic advantages, enhanced logistical capabilities, and increased strategic independence gained through the establishment of this corridor are expected to make it a permanent and vital artery for regional and potentially even intercontinental trade. Anticipated milestones and future outlook. The momentum behind the Northern Corridor is steadily building, indicating a strong commitment from both participating nations. A crucial and eagerly awaited step in its realization is the expected signing of a formal agreement between Mexico and Canada in September of this year. This landmark agreement will formally pave the way for the full-scale development, funding, and intricate implementation of the project, which is sometimes also referred to as the North Belt in various discussions. The ambitious but seemingly achievable timeline anticipates the North Belt to be fully operational by 2028, marking a truly significant and transformative shift in long-established North American trade dynamics. This development is not merely a reactive measure to current trade tensions, but represents a proactive, strategic, and bold step towards a more independent, interconnected, and economically resilient future for Canada and Mexico. This bold and innovative move by Canada and Mexico highlights a growing global trend where nations increasingly seek to establish resilient, diversified, and strategically independent trade networks. Given this significant shift, how do you foresee this initiative influencing other regions or trade blocs to explore similar bilateral or multilateral trade corridors, especially in areas currently grappling with their own complex trade challenges or geopolitical uncertainties?